And welcome everyone to a Big Ten Network off-season chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Brad Underwood, head coach at Illinois. Brad, we are past the May 1st deadline. We're in the throes of the transfer portal roster remake. We got still the NBA draft early entry deadline till June 1st. You just picked up Terrence Shannon Jr. from Texas Tech, an outstanding pickup. Where are you right now with this roster?
Close. Yeah, we've got we've got scholarships open, but I like where we're at. And I'll be honest, Andy, I don't know if I'll fill them all. I will probably do what I did a year ago, which was leave one open. So we've got room for a couple for if we wanted them, but again, it's got to be the right fit. Picking up Terrence was a big piece, and then also. You put that with our four freshmen and the guys we've got returning. Dane Deja was a semester add. So I feel like we're in a really good place. And again, we'll continue to drive forward. Would maybe like one more front court piece, but or a second if it was the right guy. But we'll just see how that develops.
As you know, fit is everything, and you had an unbelievable fit with Alfonso Plummer last season. Why? Can Terrence Shannon be a great fit this season?
Knowledge, understanding. I think that, we felt great about Plummer, that we had a lot of background on him, a lot of intel. It was a big need for us. But most importantly is character. I mean, you're talking about a young guy that worked hard. He fit right in. He never missed a beat. There was no having to get used to working hard or practicing hard. The same with Terrence. And, you're talking about a guy who's been in some very successful programs. He's been well coached. We recruited him in high school. He's been on our campus a ton. And so I think it's just a tremendous two-way knowledge of each other and our programs. And he can help us. And I think that we in turn can help him reach his dreams and goals.
Well, it has seemed like for years that you have an expectation of contributions from Trent Frazier, DeMonte Williams, and of course, Kofi Cockburn, all gone. What's that going to be like?
Yeah, exciting, to be very honest. I think that it's, you hate to see people go because you become very comfortable with them. I knew every single night when Trent Frazier was having a bad on the opposing team. You knew you could pencil in 20 and 10 from Kofi. You knew DeMonte was going to be the glue guy and the jack of all trades and fill in where needed. And so I think there's discomfort in knowing that they're gone, but there's also an excitement level. Okay, we're going to be able to do some things a little bit differently and have to. And yet, man, it's fun. I think coaching is about seeing Luke Goody, RJ Melendez, Coleman Hawkins, see these freshmen who I think are really talented and physically have the bodies to help us. To see Dane Deja, to see them all just grow and have to take those spots. They move up the scouting report. RJ Melendez is going to be atop the scouting report guy. Terrence and to see the spring that Luke Goody's had and to see that blossom is just, it's really refreshing and it's really exciting.
I think Coleman Hawkins can be a star. What does he have to do that?
Yeah. I think the one thing that Coleman played great in games where Kofi was out. The floor opening up for Coleman, his ability to drive the basketball. He's an elite defender. I'll be disappointed if he's not one of the best defenders in our conference. He proved that at times, especially early in the season. The first game at Iowa, Garden Keegan, Ron Harper. I mean, he was tremendous in those games. He got in trouble a little bit, mainly due to lack of strength, turning the ball over a little bit early. And then he's got to continually work on his jump shot. He's a terrific shooter that I have more confidence in it than he has in it. And I think he becomes that high 30% 3-point shooter. He'll be one of the outstanding players in our league.
So the last couple of years, if you needed a last, shot, you could count on Trent Frazier, Ayo Dosunmu, Andre Curbelo to get to the basket. I know you got time, get spring and summer, but at this moment in time, who gets that shot for you?
Oh boy. You're going to go RJ. You're going to go, I love where RJ's game goes. Obviously you've got a tremendous weapon in Terrence Shannon. I love Dane Deja and what he can do offensively. So it's, Dane's so skilled because he can really play. He can play on the perimeter so well. He's an elite ball handler. So I got a lot of options. I just don't know which one yet. We'll have to live through the process of seeing how that all works out and who can play with the game on the line.
All right. Last thing, schedule. It felt like last year was sort of a catch-up COVID non-conference schedule. What do you have on tap for the fall and early winter of next year?
Yeah, we got a monster schedule, Andy. It's not been released yet, but we're obviously in Vegas for a great event out there with Villanova, UCLA, or Virginia, Baylor, UCLA, us. We've obviously got the Missouri game. We've got the ACC Challenge. We've got one other one that single game that we're working on at home. That'll be a neutral site game. Excuse me. I want a top 10 schedule every year, and we don't want to shy away from anybody. We want to be prepared for the 20-game conference season, and I felt like that's the best way to prepare for that.
Well, Brad, I appreciate it. I know we will catch up throughout the course of the off season as you shape this roster. Thanks for the time.